What is going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Now, in today's video, we are going to be giving our thoughts and opinions on all of the brand new characters arriving in the brand new Sugo-Fest batch. So we've got a new Tascon, a new Alveta, we've got Legend Pudding, and then Legend Nami and Robin. So hopefully this is not too long of a video, so let's just jump straight into it. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on each of these characters, and let's get into it, right? So Alveta is going to be the first of these rare recruits here. It's actually been a long time since we've had a pretty good Alveta character, and this character is actually pretty goddamn good, right? So this Alveta is a dex driven striker. Pretty interesting to see that she's a driven character. Her captain effect will boost dex and int by 2.75 and then also reduce damage taken by 10%. Nothing too great there. 13 turn cooldown with her special, and it is multi-stage. So the first stage reduces bind and increased damage taken by 3 turns, reduces all enemies damage reduction, which is the rainbow shield, also by 3 turns. It halves damage taken for 1 turn, and if 3 or more dex or int characters are on your team, you get a 0.5 chain boost for 1 turn. That on a 9 turn cooldown is exceptional. That is insane to get really good utility effects as well as a chain boost, and you halve damage taken. I love it so far. 13 turn cooldown for stage 2, and it reduces bind and increased damage taken by 5 turns instead. Also 5 turns of damage reduction. This is great. 80% damage reduction and a 0.8 chain boost for 1 turn if you have 3 dex or int characters. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. This Alveta is exceptional, especially for the brand new Nami and Robin, which obviously, judging by how this unit is built, is centered around dex and int. So that's such a good special, man. Like, even if you don't get the chain boost, just removing bind and rainbow shield by 5 turns and getting damage reduction on top of it, like, that's great. The chain boost is like just an added extra. So that's great. I love it so far. As for the crewmate effects, HP of dex and int is boosted by 75, and then reduces dex and int characters special bind duration by 2 turns. What? What kind of crewmate ability is that? Just passively reduce special bind by 2 turns for all green and purple units. That is bizarre. That is insane, dude. Like, what? Wow, that is great. Okay, so her support effect is for, okay, just the trash units. Buggy, Moji, and Richie, Galdino, or Mr. 3. You get 5% damage reduction against quick, and 5% base stats are added. Okay. Int damage reduction by 5% and 10 turn slot bind removal. Wow, this Alveta is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. This Alveta is one of the better rare recruits I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. This Alveta is great. Okay, so that's a great start. Obviously starting off really, really well here. The secondary rare recruit, there's only 2 rare recruits and then there's 2 legends. So the second rare recruit is Tascon. Tascon here is an int slasher cerebral, so the classes seem pretty in line with what Tascon normally is. So she is a 2.5 attack and 1.25 health to dex and int. Nothing great there. 12 turn max cooldown. It's not a multi-stage, but it says it makes dex and int characters strength side recovery tandem beneficial for 3 turns. Okay, I don't know if I'm fully on board with that, because, like, beneficial orbinable for 3 turns is really good. Like, that can definitely see play, but it's specifically dex, strength, psi, recovery in tandem. It just would have been better if it was, like, all type slots and recovery in tandem. Like, just make all orbs, no matter what, beneficial for 3 turns. I don't know if that would have been considered overpowered, but 3 turn beneficial orbinable is nothing to scoff at. And it says, if 5 or more characters on your team have dex and int slots, boosts dex and int characters attack by 2.25. Wow. And then 2 times otherwise. So no matter what, you just get a 2 times attack boost to dex and int. But if you have those slots, it's a 2.25 attack boost instead. Okay, look, so she doesn't really do as much as what the Alveta does. But for a generic rare recruit, just to give a 2 times attack boost to 2 typings is very good. Like, that's a pretty good special still, no matter what. So yeah, like, I don't think she's as good as Alveta. Like, I think she's still really good, but I think just in terms of what Alveta can provide, I think she'll see way more play compared to what this Tascon will do. But still, like, that's just a 2 times attack boost all the time is really good. So as for her crewmate effects, she will just give base stats plus 30 to Dex and Int, and then also has a sets all slot to Int at the start of the quest. Okay, that's very good. If you guys know anything about Nami Robin, you would identify that as actually being a very, very good crewmate effect. I love that. That's really, really good. So Roronoa, Azora, and Smoker get the support of 5% side damage reduction and 9% base attack. Okay, and she gets a crit of 50% chance for 7%. That's really bad. And then a slot bind reduction also by 10 turns, so that's good. Okay, so the slot bind's really good, but the crit is a little underwhelming in my opinion. So we've got the rare recruits out of the way. Let's move on to the first of the Sugo-Fest exclusives, which is this pudding right here. Unfortunately, we can't show off the unevolved art here, but let's go ahead and show off the evolved. Looking really nice. The unevolved art looks really good too. So as for what she does, Pudding is an int cerebral shooter. Stats looking pretty good. Her captain effect is going to boost int character's attack by approximately 4.25. I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to 4.25, but it should just state 4.25. When they have a matching slot, it's 3.5 times otherwise. It will boost their health also by 1.25 and makes their psi slots have matching slot effects and then boost the chances of landing on a psi slot. It's a very weird captain effect. She's a monotype captain, which isn't amazing, but I mean, when we're looking forward into the future, we've got characters like V3 Katakuri and V2 Blackbeard having the super type with their int. This is a pretty good friend captain, I suppose, if you want to be running something like that. If you don't have yourself, your own V3 Katakuri or your own Blackbeard, this is a pretty good character to run as a dual captain with that. This character can duel up with a lot of really good int characters. I mean, look, she's a shooter character. You can partner him up with Halloween Ace, for example, right? So there are really good units you could partner this character up with. It's just really weird, right? Because she's a 4.25, which is very strong, but only with a matching slot, 3.5 otherwise. Like, she's actually a pretty decent captain. There's nothing really to say here that's really bad. She's not a bad captain. It's just monotyping currently right now isn't too strong. As time goes on, obviously with super typing, that definitely enhances the viability of monotype captains. But the fact that she is an int monotype captain definitely helps her case here. If she was a strength dex or quick monotype captain, wouldn't be as powerful in my opinion, but int is pretty good, having no type disadvantage, and also having a captain effect that just makes the psi slots beneficial for your int characters, means that they'll never have a negative slot, unless if they get a block orb, of course. So yeah, she's a good captain. But as for her special, now her special is the main component here. Her special is the reason why you want this character. Okay, it's quite long, but it's very good. 7 turn max cooldown, by the way, which is also a very big benefit to the unit. So first of all, it changes your character's slot, so her own slot, and then all of your crew's empty and block slots, and badly matching slots as well. So badly matching, empty, and block. All of those are changed into matching. Reduces your crew's special charge time by 1 turn. And then it says, allows you to select and stock one crew's damage boosting effect. So what this means is before you activate her special, hypothetically, let's use the example of Halloween Ace, as I said before. When you use Halloween Ace's special, he gives you a 2.5 times attack boost to shooter and fighter characters. Now that only lasts for 1 turn. Now if that's active, and then you use this special ability of Pudding, she allows you to select one buff that you have, like a boosting buff. So an attack boost, orb boost, color affinity, tap timing bonus damage, which we'll talk about in a second. You can select it, and then she stores it on herself. Now, it gets basically stored away. It doesn't take away the buff that you currently have. It copies it onto this unit, and then what happens is, it says, if you have an effect already stocked on this unit, it will go ahead and change her special to become fully maxed out. So what happens is, when you use her special and you copy a buff, she goes straight to max straight away, which is cool, right? And then what happens is, it says, if there is an effect stocked when you launch her special, she will allow that stocked effect to come back for, I think it's 1 turn. Yeah, it says for 1 turn. So the effect will not be stacked again. Activating stocked status effect will not trigger enemy interrupting actions. This is fantastic because any sort of boosting effect you can copy on this unit, when you copy an effect, she becomes max special once again, and then whenever you launch her special again, that copied buff that you stored earlier comes back for 1 turn. So as I said, you can use Halloween Ace's special on a mini boss, use the Pudding special, copy that 2.5 times orb boost, or attack boost, sorry, and then on another stage, launch her special again, you get the really good orb manipulation, you get the cooldown reduction, and whatever buff you stored comes back. Now, there are lots of good applications of this. One of the main ones that a lot of people were showing off when this unit first debuted was the fact that, you know, Treasure Map Big Mom, when you launch her special, she gives your team a 3 times orb boost. Now, when you use her special, you can't stack any other buffs on top of that because she gives you a small attack boost and color affinity boost. But you can go ahead and use her special of TM Big Mom to give you that huge orb boost, use Pudding to copy that orb boost, and then in another turn, you get a 3 times orb boost whenever you want. And that's one application of it. Now, I did mention tap timing bonus damage a little earlier. V2 Katakuri. When you launch V2 Katakuri special for 1 turn, you get massive amounts of tap timing bonus damage. This special can copy that tap timing bonus damage, and you can relaunch it again in another stage and get his 3 million tap timing damage per unit. So this is some of the cool stuff you can do with this unit, and as it says right here, does not activate enemy interrupts when you launch it with a stocked special. It's a pretty good special effect, right? The fact that you can just copy whatever buff you want, you get it later, and you can just go ham and do some crazy shenanigans with this. Now, it is a good special, but personally, from what I've seen on JP, this certain effect is not, like, ultimately required for any content. Like, there's no content built around you having to have this unit. Saying that though, having this unit definitely allows you to do really cool things with a lot of really different cool teams, which is what I like about it. It enables versatility, it enables creativity within the players to try and utilize this character in different ways to give you really cool effects. So I really like that about this unit. So yeah, it's a very confusing special. Hopefully I explained it well and you guys understand how it works. You basically copy whatever buff you want and you can launch her special later on and you get whatever buff you copied earlier. It's very cool. Now as for her crewmate abilities are also insane. So her, oh my god, if I could get back there. First one, reduces her own special bind duration by 10 turns. So she's essentially never going to be special binded. And then the other one reduces her special reverse also by 10 turns. So she's essentially never going to get fully special rewinded. Now the really cool thing is because she has that effect to reduce special reverse, she has the special to reduce your character's cooldown. So if all of your characters get special rewinded by 1 turn, you can launch this special to rewind them. It's great. It's so amazing, dude. It's so good. Now, as for her support effect, it will support only Sanji, which obviously Sober Mask counts as a Sanji unit. Once per quest, if you're inflicted with special bind or special reverse from the enemy, reduces the supported character's special bind and special charge time by 2 turns. It's a very nice support effect, of course. Really good. So yeah, Pudding is looking quite good right now. She does have barrier penetration. She completely avoids barriers when she's maxed out. 10 turns of slot bind resistance and also 10 turns of recovery bind resistance. Pudding's looking pretty fancy, not gonna lie, but that is just one of the Sugo-Fest exclusives on this banner. The next one is Nami and Robin. Now, hopefully this video doesn't get taken down because of TOS, but I mean, look, this artwork looking kind of fine right here. Nami and Robin. Let's talk about each individual unit first. So, Nami is a Dex Free Spirit striker character. Her captain effect says boost Dex and Int character's attack by approximately 3.75 when you have a matching slot, and then boost by 4 times when you have an empty slot. So this is a very unique mechanic with this unit. You get a massive attack boost if you've got no orbs whatsoever. Now, obviously, having no orbs is a big problem because you don't get the matching orb effect. If you use an orb boost, you don't get any effects from the orb boost. So yeah, having an empty orb is quite a disadvantage, but you get a huge attack boost if you have this unit as your captain if you get an empty orb, which is kind of cool, right? So 3.75 with a matching orb, 4 times with an empty orb, 3.5 otherwise, which is great. Also, you get 1.3 health, and Dex and Int are beneficial to your team. Fantastic captain effect. Now, Robin is a little bit different. Robin's captain effect is a 4 times attack boost if you have an empty slot, but any other time after that is going to be a 3.25. So she's a little weaker than what Nami is. Also, you get HP and recovery boost by 1.3, which is a bit different. Dex and Int are going to be beneficial, and you get 10% damage reduction. Oh my god. This unit is crazy off the bat. Like, this is definitely like one of the best units in the game, honestly. I don't think she's tier 0. But Nami and Robin are exceptional. Now, as for their combined captain effect, they boost Dex and Int character's attack by 6 times? 6 times when they have an empty slot. 4.5 otherwise. Boost HP and recovery by 1.3. dex and int beneficial, and 20% damage reduction. Now, don't get your knickers in a twist. A 6 times attack boost, yes, on paper it is extremely strong, but you got to remember it's only with an empty orb, so it's not really that crazy. So don't get too crazed over that. It's nothing amazing. You know, 6 times is cool. It's a nice little gimmick, but it's nothing crazy. 4.5 otherwise, though, just all the time, 4.5, like even with whatever orb you have is fantastic, so I love that. HP and recovery, love that, and then the damage reduction is also exceptional too. Now, as for what their special does, their special is a 12 turn max cooldown, cuts the enemy's HP by 25%, boosts dex and int character slot effects by 2.5 times for 1 turn. A 2.5 orb boost to 2 colors. Okay, and then reduces your crew's paralysis duration by 10 turns. 10 turn paralysis reduction and 3 turn combination into Nami Robin. So, yeah, Nami Robin looking kind of fine right now. Now, this all seems well and good, but they have a very unique effect that is in their switch ability. Their switch ability introduces another new type of mechanic here. So, what it does is it says it stocks your crew slots, and it changes your slots to empty. So what this means is whatever board of orbs you have, even if it's a block orb, I think rainbow orbs as well, basically what happens is when you switch, all the orbs on your crew are stored onto that unit. So it's really odd. So all your orbs will become empty, like no matter what. Then it says if there are slots already stocked, when you switch, it changes all of your crew slots into the stocked ones that you had. So this is why I mentioned a little earlier with the rare recruit Toadskii, because at the start of the fight, you get a full board of int orbs. As a captain, this unit makes them beneficial. When you switch, all of those int orbs would be stored on that unit. Then whenever you switch once again, you'll just get all of your int orbs back. So it's a really nice way to store matching slots on your team. And this works obviously if this unit is a sub as well. So if you have some sort of way to get a full board of orbs, you can stock them in this unit. And then when you need those matching slots back, you can just switch, get them all back. It's a very unique effect, and that's one of the really cool benefits of this unit as well. This unit actually sees a lot of play on Japan as a sub-unit just because of those effects as what I just said. Also because of the release of V3 Katakuri and Blackbeard being the int super type units, this unit is a great unit for them because Katakuri is a conditional and attack boost. This is an orb booster. So a very, very nice counterpart to V3 Katakuri specifically. But even outside of that, this unit is still really, really good. Do I think it is a top tier 0? No, I just mentioned that. I don't think it's a tier 0, but I think she is very, very good. Because she is restricted to 2 separate colors. There's no super typing on global yet, so, you know, take that as you will. But I do think this unit is going to see a lot of play, and she's going to be really good in the future. You know, a 2.5 orb boost and 10 turn paralysis reduction is nothing to scoff at, especially with a really powerful, unique switch ability that's able to stock slots. Very nice. Now, as for her potential abilities, you get 5 turns of recovery bind, which is not great. You get pinch healing, so it's 1.5 recovery if you're below 50%, which is actually not bad. And then completely removes slot bind reduction, or completely removes slot bind, which is great. That's fantastic. So there we go. That's the rundown of all of the brand new Sugo-Fest exclusives and rare recruits coming to the game with this brand new batch. I'm excited for this one. I do not think this batch is like a top tier batch. I do think this batch is pretty overrated just compared to some of the other batches that are coming in the future. But these units are good. It's just, I don't think you should be pulling here compared to some of the other batches that are going to be coming down the line. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of breaking down this stuff. If you guys want to see the full breakdown of the Sugo-Fest, giving you my thoughts and opinions on the Sugo-Fest itself in greater detail, go check out my video that I made previously. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.